We just arrived here in Lima, and we're building our bikes, getting ready. We've got 10 days to go to the Andes and check out the Inca Trail and all the cool culture and beautiful mountains that they have to offer here. So we're riding with Mike from Sacred Ride, who has so graciously invited us to come here and share his experience with them. And Whale is our guide, and he knows this place like the back of his hand, so that's pretty cool. He's an ex-Peruvian downhill champion, so he's no stranger to pinning it. And my good buddy Robbie Bourdon.
It's my first time to Peru, and you know, I guess it's going to be pretty. I'm guessing it's going to be similar to like Bolivia, or you know, the mountains are big, and I think it should be pretty good. I'm excited to check out a new zone.
Pachamac, the place where we're going riding today, really historic place. It's main Inca fortress on the coast, and it's the start of the Inca Trail that goes all the way to Cusco, a few hundred kilometers away.
Trails up on the hill, there's jumps and drops. These guys say they've been riding all day, and it's super cool.
I don't think you'd really expect to come to a country like this and show up to a spot where there's a built-up trail that's, you know, just as good as any trail back home, or even better than some. So it was actually quite a surprise to hit that on the first day, and it was pretty dope.
Oh, fantastic. Tomorrow morning, I guess we're getting up at some ridiculously early hour, and we're gonna drive way up this mountain for 4 hours. And then I heard something about a 10,000 foot descent, so could be pretty sick. We're on this sketchy road here. It's like one bus width wide, and it's switching back all over the mountains. And as you can see, it's like kind of not finished on the edges. So needless to say, it's a little bit nerve-wracking driving on this road, but it's pretty exciting at the same time.
Well, today we're going to the Andes, right above of Lima. We're going to make the longest trail of the tour. We're going to Santo Domingo de los Olleros, or simply called Olleros. As a local, it's not good to say that we have the best trails in the world, because you might know that I want everybody to come. We have the Inca culture that developed from 1,000 to 500 years ago, and they have built thousands of kilometers of Inca trails. And now we use those Inca trails, some of the Inca trails, to ride our mountain bikes.
Pretty cool to be able to come out here and ride these trails that are probably like 1,000 years old from people walking on them, and you know, hiking village to village. So it's a pretty cool experience for sure.
Today is another epic day in Peru. We left the hotel at 6:30 and headed out of Lima quickly, and we're heading up to San Pedro de Casta. It's this little town on top of a hillside. And we're gonna drop some bikes off for our Bikes Without Borders program, and then we're gonna hop on some horses and get our cowboy out. We started Bikes Without Borders last year, just basically collecting bikes from across Canada and bringing them to places like this where people really depend on them for getting stuff around and getting to and from school or their crops or anything like that. So they're definitely really needed around here.
My first time on the horse, I was laughing so hard I almost flew off. Now I like horses. I might even buy one now. Might as well start a farm.
Yeah, this village is like totally ancient kind of in one way. It's got all dirt roads and there's no cars here, and you know, there's like, seems like one public bathroom for most of the town to use, and it's just a hole where you take a bucket and wash your stuff down. And a lot of people just sitting around, hanging out, not doing too much. Bunch of dogs and donkeys and horses running around. It's not like home, that's for sure. We wrapped things up in Lima and we just flew into Cusco, where it's supposed to be a lot of really great mountain biking and a lot of Inca history and culture and stuff around here. It's supposed to also be a really cool party place. Peruvian freeride champion has come to meet us here in Cusco, and his name is Juan. Hey Juan, what do you have to say about riding here in Peru?
Oh, it's awesome. Very good.
at the end of the day here, we ended up on this little area where it's like you got to pay to go in, and it's all these Inca remains, like huge walls built out of rocks, super neat looking, and stairways going down to town. So we just kind of kept her going and pinned her right down these stairways into the city, you know. And we had one little stop, and we had some fresh squeezed juice, and it was pretty good. Ended up down all the stairs, and then ended up right in front of the hotel in the middle of the square, and there's people everywhere. It wasn't even like you're up in the mountains. You just bombed right into town.
Cusco is a total touristy city. You know, it's located at 10,000 feet. It's the center of the Inca Empire. I guess we were there on a full moon party time or whatever. So people were going off, and there was this crazy festival at night and fireworks everywhere.
The night of the fireworks, we all went out for a couple beers and went to this club, and there's quite a few people there, and it's been fun to see the new country and take it all in. It's good.
Well, today we are climbing up the city of Cusco to Yuncaypata, and we are going to drop a very nice trail where locals have made some jumps.
On the horizon, I see a sparrow crown the pharaoh, rains upon arrows, 12 in number, one for each 12 million in slumber, awoken when released unto the sky. Battle cry, as one we fly, wings spread, love in our talent, a thread, well fed, make strength and no weak, to speak that truth which some just wish to seek. Once bleak mountain peaks, now crystal clear, the strong Himalayas saying nothing up here, holding dear. Element geometry is evident, so
we came up on the ladder bridge and we saw there was a knoll beside it, and we thought, okay, you know, the jump was pretty easy, so we thought you got to make it more exciting. And Bourdon first goes for it with a big transfer, and we started pinning it out as fast as we could, and made actually a pretty big jump out of the whole situation. So it was super fun. That was definitely a highlight for me so far.
As we enter the new age in existence, no resistance from the distant stars. The mental scars must be released. Peace. Understand this vibe shall never cease. We've been released upon the master to say, in the forest is where we play.
After all the jumps, the trail just kind of cruised down, and it's a gully, and then came out by all these Inca walls and stuff it was pretty cool, overlooking all of Cusco. Yeah, it was kind of a beautiful ending for sure.
The forest is where we play. Panoramic light.
After riding in Cusco for the day, we jumped in the van and drove to Ollantaytambo, which is about an hour away. We're ready to ride here. This is the Sacred Valley.
Turn it on, it's in the music that I hear. It's in my mind, and when I breathe, when I feel it in the air, I feel it. You can't look back once you begin. The only way out is to win. You cannot
The riding today was really big, wide open, cruisy stuff, high speed, and then it came in the end into some technical sections, a little bit of exposure, super cool visuals. We rolled up upon the salt mine, and that was really cool. It was something I've never ever seen anything like. Taste it. Put a whole mouthful in there. Good. Good salt.
You are dead. You can look back once you begin. The only way out is to win. You cannot hide the feeling within. You just keep running from all the pain. You can't escape, and hope is slipping away. You cannot hide the feeling within. You just keep running. You just keep running.
Seems like wherever we go, there's people playing live music, whether it be in the restaurant, like the natural bamboo flutes and some guitar, drum scene. We had this great dinner with the wicked big steaks and decadent food, really nice wine, and at the same time we had a live music playing. A super ambient situation. So tomorrow, I guess we're going to get on the choo-choo and we're going to go deep into the Sacred Valley to Machu Picchu, and it should be very interesting because I guess, you know, we've been kind of ad-libbing it here, but we're going to learn all about the Inca tomorrow.
La señora, su boleto está ok. Bajada y subida, su retorno hasta el día.
During the trip, we decided that we should take a day off and go check out Machu Picchu. There's a lot going on up there, you know, there's so much history, and it's really cool to go check it out and not just see it on a postcard.
It's totally crazy, this site where these people built all these walls and terraces and lived, I guess, and were trying to build their fortress for their ultimate situation in their empire, is perched on top of this really big mountain. I guess Machu Picchu means old mountain. Paul Morrison, one of the premier ski and sport action photographers in the world, is here on the trip with us to capture the still photos.
I've never been to Peru before, although I've been to South America, and I had a bit of an idea what I might see, but nothing prepared me for the Incan ruins and you know, some of the differences that are here, for sure. I think there's probably more potential for excellent mountain biking here than in most places because of the ancient trails. And this background out here, that's one of the best I think I've seen in many, many years of shooting. So we're trying to maximize the background and the foreground elements while the sun's shining. So we're going after the killer shot here.
The thing that will stick out in my mind from this trip will probably be number one, Machu Picchu, because it's like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And on the second day, this 10,000 foot descent we did was so insane. It was awesome.
Finally got to come down and check out the land and the people, and I really like it here. There's trails like everywhere you look.
I think what makes Peru so fascinating as a place to mountain bike is the local culture. People are waving at you as you go through these villages and you meet little kids, and it's just, it's pretty amazing.
The people have almost nothing, and literally almost nothing, and yet so often you'd see the kids playing and laughing, and just they were playing almost not with anything, just with each other and wrestling and or having the time of their lives. And it's something I think that we're missing in our society, is you just don't see kids play like that. And even though they have nothing, they're laughing. And I really enjoyed seeing that.
Ride Guide is brought to you by Norco Performance Bikes. We understand. We ride too. By Shimano. Engineered for the way you ride. And by Sacred Rides Mountain Bike Holidays. Epic rides since 1996.